In this video, we are going to be taking a look at items and features that only 1% of players have in Build a Boat for Treasure on Roblox. So make sure to stay tuned throughout the entire video to see if you actually have some of these, and some of these are still able to be obtained today. So stay tuned, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Let's not waste any more time, let's hop straight into the video. So let's go ahead and start off with the number one thing on the list. Now, this is only literally 1% of players have this. Not a lot of players have it, but if you do have it, then you have a pretty rare feature that you have on your account. If you actually click on the menu tab right here and you go to your save slots, if you actually notice that you have this secret star save slots right here, it's a save slot that has a star icon on it. This is only available to players when they played inside of the 1 million favorites update or 1 million members update, and they gave everybody who played this a star save slot to their account absolutely for free. The master trophy is also one of the rarest items inside of the game, only obtained by competing in Build a Boat for Treasure build events on Roblox, to where you have to enter your build in either the Boat of the Week or the Boat of the Season tournament, and if you actually win it, then you get that. Now, that item right there is probably one of the rarest items inside of the game, that definitely less than 1% of players have that. In fact, I think it might just be below 100 players in total actually have that, so it is definitely very, very rare. But let's go ahead and move on to the next item. The next item we have is the Steampunk Jetpack. Now, this right here is a jetpack inside of the game that is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I love the design on this, and not only that, but it can also go infinite height. Different than every other jetpack inside the game other than the wings. All the other jetpacks have height boundaries, so you can't actually go super high with them. But basically, this jetpack right here is obtained by the Chill Thrill 709 Roblox toy. Now, I'm gonna explain to you guys why this thing is so rare and why 1% of players actually have it. So you can see right here the Chill Thrill 709 avatar toy. You can see if you buy it from, like, you know, whatever store you buy it from, you get the plushies, you get the portals, and you also get the Steampunk Jetpack. And the Steampunk Jetpack, the only way to get it is from buying this right here. Now, what actually makes this so rare and why has it gotten way more rare within like the past year is because it is rumored that they are stopping production on a few Roblox toys. Apparently, none of that's actually confirmed, but this thing has almost tripled in price. It is absolutely ridiculous. This thing used to be only like $12, and now it's up there like almost $50 for this item. And yeah, you guys can see right there, it is now $48 for this. So it definitely looks like that this thing has, I mean, it was $12. It's almost like 5 times in price or 4 times in price, which is absolutely insane. But I mean, you're still able to obtain it, but it is now almost $50 real for this jetpack right here. Now, you're literally better off probably just buying Robux and then buying the wings that are inside of the shop, because in my opinion, the wings are a bit better than the Steampunk Jetpack. Although they both have infinite height abilities, the wings I just feel like are a little bit better. But yeah, comment down below if you have this, because yeah, definitely less than 1% of players have this. And then we have the next Roblox toy code item. This right here is the laser launcher, which also less than 1% of players actually have. This thing is actually pretty cool. It's a very, very good long-range PvP item inside of Build a Boat for Treasure, and this is also obtained from another Roblox toy code, but not just like a figure. This one's from an actual Nerf gun, which, I mean, this thing right here is actually 14% off right now. So I mean, this one's literally on sale, and if you guys see this like Nerf gun right here, if you redeem the Roblox code with it, you get the avatar item and also the laser launcher inside of Build a Boat. But if I did have to pick between the laser launcher right here and also the Steampunk Jetpack, I think I just have to go with the laser launcher. I mean, the Steampunk Jetpack is cool and all, but the laser launcher, I mean, it's a laser launcher. You can't possibly go wrong. It's a really cool PvP item, but comment down below which ones you guys like better. But the next items that I'm going to show you could be even more rare than these. Less than 1% of players definitely have these items that I'm about to show you, so comment down below if you have any of the items that I'm about to reveal. Starting off, we have the original pumpkin item in Build a Boat for Treasure, originally obtained from the first ever Halloween update from the skeleton boss. I mean, this item is as old as it gets when it comes to Halloween updates. I mean, this is the rarest item inside of the game. It is definitely up there with, like, the spooky thruster, which I don't think is ever going to get added back to Build-A-Boat for Treasure, but, I mean, the pumpkin right here is definitely one of the rarest items that we'll ever see inside of the game. But there's actually 2 more rare items, probably more rare than the pumpkin right here, that you guys all have to see. This right here is the yellow chest item. Now, this was originally added to the shop, I think, for literally just 1 day, and I think it was in one code a very, very long time ago. I only have 2 of these chests, but what actually makes this chest so special is the fact that it actually drops gold. So it's unlike all the other chests inside of the game, but you guys can see right here, if I actually manage to break this chest using these potions, or if it just breaks by any obstacle, it'll drop a gold bar, and I get 1 gold from it. So technically, you can make a lot of gold from this, but if you guys have seen my previous videos where I try to burn like hundreds of thousands of these, it just lags the game out, and it is not really a good way to make gold inside of the game. But it is a very, very unique and cool item that less than 1% of players have. But there still is one item that I don't even have it. It is that rare. Like, this thing, it goes as far back as like when the game first ever came out. Like, I mean, this thing is absolutely so rare that only a handful of players in Build-A-Boat actually have this. Let's go ahead and take a look. This right here is the Life Preserver, which actually acts like a seat inside of the game, but it is in the shape of a life preserver. Now, I believe this item right here was added into the shop for only 1 day, and then after that, it was completely removed. So if you didn't buy it in the time frame that it was inside the shop for, this was never added in any codes or returned in any other updates after that. So literally, only a handful of players actually had it. Now, when you actually bought it, I mean, nobody really wanted a seat inside of the game. I mean, it was one of the most pointless items back in the day. Like, why would anyone spend gold on a seat? And that's why not a lot of players actually have it. So if you have that item, you have probably the rarest item in Build-A-Boat for Treasure history. But there's still a couple more items that I do want to show, so comment down below if you have any of these. This right here is the Winter Jet Turbine, which is one of the coolest turbines inside of the game, in my opinion, because it has a snowflake trail. This was originally added to the game, and I believe the first or second, no, it was the second Christmas update ever added in Build-A-Boat for Treasure. You're able to unlock the Winter Jet and also the Winter Thruster, which actually I do not, I literally don't have the Winter Thruster either. So, yeah, those items right there, I do not have, but I do have the Winter Jet Turbine. This one's also very rare. Now, these next items I'm going to show you guys are, I think they're actually up there with the pumpkin rarity. In fact, you may have never even seen these blocks inside of the game before. It is that rare. Standing in front of me, I have the candy cane block and the candy cane rod. And I mean, these blocks right here are so rare and so old that you can't even paint them. They literally have their own texture on them, so you can't really do any customization at all. But these were added in the first ever Christmas update inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure. I mean, I could scale them down, but I don't even have that much of them. It's a candy cane texture, and not a lot of players have this whatsoever. So it is definitely a rare item. If you have this item right here, go ahead and comment down below. I'm actually very, very curious. But that right there concludes some of the rarest items that only 1% of players have inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Comment down below if you had any of the items that I mentioned on this list. I'm very curious to see how many players still have these items that still play the game. So be sure to drop a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all inside of the next one. Peace out and goodbye.